Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Millennial Investments. Tim here with a new strategy and thesis and analysis that I have on the market that I want to share with you that you may not be aware of. I'm seeing more and more people asking questions about what's going on with, say, Neo or, whatever stock you're in. And I want to kind of give you some underlying pieces to the puzzle to help you kind of understand what's going on with whatever stock you have a position in and why the markets are a little bit wonky right now. Before we get started, though, please be sure to show your support. If you find this information beneficial in any kind of way, please be sure to like and share the channel with other investors and traders as we build our community here at Millennial Investments. And also be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to receive future daily trade reviews, trade alerts that we release for free, as well as new strategies as we develop them in order to play the markets moving forward. To get started, though, and we're mainly going to be focused on three different things. We're going to be focused on Bitcoin, Tesla, and the SPY and how they correlate. And it will give you a better explanation and in-depth look in what happened with yesterday's pullback. A lot of people were scared that it was going to be the market crash that's been looming. A lot of people thought it was the 10% correction that was coming. But no, this is something that I identified a little bit more in-depth than just an overstatement such as that. So one thing I want to point out before we get started is Tesla recently was added to the SPY. Okay, so whatever price action Tesla now has, which is a very strong $1 trillion business, weighs very heavily on the SPY and the rest of the markets. So if Tesla comes down strong, the markets come down strong with it, which causes panic selling and a multitude of things to happen in the markets. And basically what I want to do is build confidence and for investors and traders to identify how their stocks reacted to yesterday's pullback and finding confidence in how strong these stocks are. A lot of stocks you saw gap down yesterday morning and currently recovered all those losses as the SPY recovered its losses. Some of them gapped down, fell further, and then bounced back up to where they gapped down. But anyways, to get back to my new thesis is the fact that Tesla is now included in the SPY, and now that Tesla made their $1.5 billion investment in Bitcoin, which allowed them to get 34,000 Bitcoins, around $44,000, and then seeing Bitcoin jump to, I think it was like $58,000, Tesla actually gained $475 million off that investment. And then all of a sudden we see Bitcoin just drop out. So what I'm starting to assume that hasn't been disclosed or that I'm not aware of is Tesla probably pulled their money. And I'm waiting to see if that's announced or not. If they didn't, they didn't. But the fact that Bitcoin fell $12,000 in just the past 2-3 days, it's kind of weird. But anyways, and why I think Tesla didn't disclose it and hasn't disclosed it yet, what I want to basically get into is the fact that with Bitcoin coming down, everybody still thinks Tesla has their investment in it. And they probably do. I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying it's possible that there's $476 million they could have tapped into. Anyways, so Bitcoin comes down, Tesla comes down, the SPY comes down with it. People freak out and basically panic sell in all of their stocks. So what you now have is a new gauge to gauge the markets when the markets close. So like, after 7 p.m. Central Time here, the SPY is dead until, about 4 a.m. I believe. Anyways, Bitcoin's 24/7. So now you can use Bitcoin to kind of gauge where the markets are going to go moving forward. And Bitcoin's currently trading sideways. The markets are kind of currently trading sideways. Although the SPY has broken out of this trend that I was trying to identify and has bounced up in this channel that they're in right now. They broke their long-term downward trend and it's bounced up to the upside. Now, I don't know if I haven't looked yet to see if there's any catalyst to justify what the move was about. Maybe some news came out and kind of pulled it out of that trend, but that's definitely something to pay attention to moving forward, is how Tesla reacts to Bitcoin and how that weighs down on the rest of the markets. And Tesla ultimately being the market leader in the EV plays how that's weighing down on all the EV plays as well. And we're actually looking for great entry points into the EV market based on Tesla's price action pull down yesterday. We found some positions in the EV market for our portfolio here at Millennial Investments for the long-term growth stocks. And we will go into more detail in some of those videos a little bit later. You can actually subscribe to the channel and you'll receive those notifications as we receive them. So I advise doing so to find some opportunities in some of the plays in the EV space that I don't think people are well aware of, because they're looking at it based on social movements and sentiments versus fundamentals. And that's what we actually are basing this off of, is fundamental analysis and comparisons between all the companies and all of the subsectors of the EV space. So we'll be looking at the top EV manufacturers, top EV battery manufacturers, and the top charging station manufacturers, and identifying the best plays for the long-term growth stocks that you can potentially get in with the price movement to the downside. And if Bitcoin continues to retrace, then you can expect better entries even more to the downside if you missed yesterday's price action, based on the analysis that we do with the EV plays in totality. For now, though, I just wanted to share that with you so you can kind of get an idea of what to expect. If you're heavy in the EV play, pay attention to Tesla. If you're paying close attention to Tesla, you can also use Bitcoin as a play to gauge where Tesla is going to go moving forward. Other than that, I just wanted to share this idea with you so you can kind of have an idea of what happened yesterday, and get an explanation of what's going on. If you have any questions or comments or feedback, leave it in the comments below. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen to this new strategy and also track it and prove me wrong if I'm wrong. But if I'm right, at least you have that indicator to follow moving forward with your trades and finding confidence that the market's not crashing, or it's not a panic sell, more so a buy the dip. And finding better opportunities to place positions in some of the trades you've been wanting to, but they've been at higher price points. That was a great opportunity yesterday to do. We actually spent some time on our coffee and stock sessions earlier that morning, watching the entire trade go on and identifying some levels we needed to find in order to place those entries and stuff like that. So anyways, if you're happy with the information we provided with you, please be sure to like, subscribe, share to show your support for the channel. I would really appreciate it. That's all I can ask of you. And also, like I said, please leave your questions and feedback in the comments below moving forward. If you would like to directly chat with us more, feel free to connect with us at our social networks listed in the description below, as well as registering your free or premium membership at our new social investor network platform at Millennial Investments. Thank you for your time. Have a good day. Good luck trading. Go make some money, but also be smart at the same time. Tim out. Have a good one.